Monday. My name is Liezl from Liezl Books and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm just a girl who likes reading romance, romancy, paranormal, fantasy, any kind of book in general. And I also happen to have cerebral palsy, and it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel. I also hope watching my videos can make your day just a little bit brighter. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how I feel about the off-campus TV show. Now that I have actually reread the source material, and I do have to say, they changed a lot that I wasn't aware of before, because when I did the first reaction video to the TV show the first time, I was talking about the changes as I remembered them in my head. Now that I've reread the books, my opinion of the TV show is different. I decided to reread the books when I saw my friend Jen talk about her feelings about episode 5 and 6. So after she said all those things, I wanted to reread the books because I didn't remember anything she was talking about. First, I think the friendship between the guys in the books, between Garrett, Logan, Dean, and Tucker, are so much stronger in the books than it is the TV show. For example, this is the fundraiser scene. Logan and Garrett are best friends, and even though he doesn't really know what's going on with Garrett and his father, he knows that their relationship is not good. He would never go behind his best friend's back to ask his father for this autograph. That would never happen. Garrett's father in the books is a bad person. There's no redeeming quality at him at all. He doesn't want a relationship with Garrett. He doesn't care if Garrett thinks he's changed or not. And in the TV show, they made Phil palatable. I get it. That's their choice. But I just noticed that it was interesting. Also, in the book, Garrett is not afraid to stand up to his father. And next, I want to talk about Hannah and Garrett's relationship. There was a more emotional connection to their relationship in the books than there is in the TV show. Garrett opened up to Hannah about the things that he's been through, so Hannah will open up to Garrett about the things she's been through. For example, that Thanksgiving scene when they were about to go into the house before Hannah goes into this dinner. Garrett opened up to Hannah what he had been through, so Hannah is not blindsided. So that's a big change that they made in the TV show, because in the TV show, Hannah was not aware at all. He didn't give her a heads up. It made me see, even though Hannah and Garrett opened up to each other about their trauma in the show, I liked how they handled that situation in the book better. With Sydney, the father's fiance. Garrett and Sydney was washing the dishes. And Garrett says, "Look, I know what you've been through. I've seen the bruises." And he goes on to list what his father's done to him in that scene. And I thought that was an important theme with Garrett and Sydney because she didn't want another woman to fall victim to his father like his mother did. In the TV show, they were praying and they hold hand and the sweater came up and he could see the bruises on Sydney's arm. They leave and Sydney runs out to give them their jacket, and that whole thing is different. So that whole situation with the Thanksgiving scene and with his father is they completely changed it. And I think that couple of scenes with the Thanksgiving with with Garrett's family is better in the books. Hannah and Garrett have a more emotional relationship in the books than they do in the TV show. Yeah, they connect emotionally, but it was like pulling teeth to get them to share anything. My friend Jen said this in her video. In the TV show, they made Garrett a lot more broody, a lot more closed off. He is not willing to share what he's been through with Hannah or his friend. That's a big personality change in Garrett that I wasn't aware of when I watched the TV show the first time. Also, in the TV show where Garrett faces off with Hannah's assaulter because he's on the opposite hockey team. In the books, he doesn't face off with the assaulter. The one playing hockey with Garrett is uh, the best friend of the guy who raped Hannah. Because in the books, the guy didn't show up, but his best friend does. The best friend is the one that testified against Hannah in the book. Another thing I can think of that's totally different is how they handled the showcase at the end. In the books, Hannah's partners, decided not to work with her anymore. And in the TV show, they took out those two partners altogether. Like, she just worked with Justin, and Justin kind of filled that role that the two people had in the books. And how Hannah did the showcase alone is because, Hannah had a problem with the song. And Justin's like, I can't really write a song when I don't know you personally. Like, I don't know what you gave me nothing personal to write this song about. So that's why Hannah does the showcase alone. Now I'm going to talk about Dean and Allie. I'm just gonna talk about what they show at the point of Dean and Allie on the TV show, because Dean and Allie's season is the next season coming up, but we already got a good amount of Dean and Allie's relationship in season 1. In the deal, Allie was just a side character, and she didn't really have a relationship with Dean until the 3rd book, until book 3, The Score. Like I said before in my previous video, how he's passive in the TV show, and in the books he's a lot more toxic. Allie and Dean start hooking up after she breaks up with Sheen. But the one thing they change completely is that in the TV show, Allie says to Dean, we should hook up with other people. And in the book, Allie never says that to Dean. They are exclusive. And in fact, Dean in the books was the one who was chasing Allie, and Allie played more hard to get with Dean. In the TV show, she just gave in to Dean's pursuits. There was never any love triangle, and Hunter was never a factor, because Hunter was there in the background as a side character, but he never got in the way of Dean and Allie's relationship. That's the biggest difference I've noticed so far between Dean and Allie in the books versus Dean and Allie in the TV show, that I will talk more about when season 2 comes out. That does make me curious, because Bo, Dean's friend, passes away, and that's a major part in Dean and Allie's relationship, and I wonder how they're gonna do that in the show, because in the books, Bo was still alive in the mistake. He doesn't die until the score. So I wonder how they're gonna do that storyline, because they changed the order of the books. I'm curious how the TV show is gonna handle it. Don't get me wrong, I still love the TV show, but I'm just gonna think about it as loosely based on L. Kennedy series. Know your thoughts on how well they adopted the book to screen adaptation. I would love to know. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Liking this video will help me out a lot. And I'll see you Wednesday. Bye.